Please like and subscribe.
Good morning, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. This reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and wherever Aquarius is in your birth chart. Aquarius could be in your first house, in your second house, in your third house, in your eighth house, your 12th house. Who knows where Aquarius is? But wherever Aquarius is, if you resonate, this could be the medicine from your mystery. All right, Aquarius. I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of somebody who's in your life, whose energy is in your morphic field. Okay, so please switch the energies around as you see fit, as they fit into your life. I'm going to be doing a 3-card spread, past, present, and future. I like to keep it simple. And yeah, very, very, very good reading. As you notice, Aquarius, there are no dates on my readings. If you resonate with the reading when you click on it, it is yours. The reason why there's no dates, Aquarius, is because time is fluid. So when I channel these messages, I am channeling from a dimension that is outside of time. So, yeah, if you don't, some of the things that don't happen now, they could happen in 2 weeks from now. They could have already happened, like it's you're the one that will know this. I don't know. I'm just the channeler. Okay. And the next thing, Aquarius, is that I really commend you on the work you have done on yourself that brings you into the higher dimensions of tarot. Tarot is like Buddhism, and you don't just enter into Buddhism and sitting in silence if you haven't first had an orientation or an introduction to yourself. And most of us are introduced to ourselves through our pain. So who can sit in silence through pain? Not very many of us. Okay, so in order to come in to tarot and into Buddhism, you have to have already done some very critical groundwork on yourself. And so I just commend you on that work that brings you into tarot, or maybe you're just beginning this work now. It could very well be the case too. But either way, you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Creator, please bless this reading. Bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for Aquarius's person, and for the Cross Watcher. Thank you. Cross Watchers, you are welcome. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. This energy could be all about you. This reading could be yours. Okay. A 3-card spread. Creator, what is the message for Aquarius? What do the viewers need to see? What do the listeners need to hear? Holy smoke. It's too many cards. Too many cards, Creator. Oh, the Creator's got something to say. Okay, it's like a whole barrage of cards just came exploding out of the deck. I'm just going to put these back into order. Holy smoke, Aquarius, what's going on in your life? Oh, a little bit of chaos happening. A little bit of explosive opportunities or something going on. Energy is certainly jumpy, jumping around anyway. There we go. Let's do it this way. All right, Aquarius, Creator, what is the message for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know today, right now? Why have you called Aquarius to this reading, Creator? Why have you called Aquarius to this reading? Okay, right there. All right, Aquarius, the first card out in the past is, experiencing life as it comes. Drifter. Drifter. Number 14. When 14 is broken down, it becomes a 5. So this is change. This is also chaos. There's a little bit of chaos and not knowing what's around the corner, isn't there? A little bit of chaos and not knowing what's around you when you can't see what's around you, when your vision is not clear because it's not. Look at the high walls. So you, Aquarius, are in a new dimension. You have entered into a new dimension in yourself, in your life, in your perspective, in your relationship to yourself, in your relationship to life, and in your relationship to the Creator. You're sailing upon the waters of your own emotions. Everything looks pretty calm. And you're experiencing life as it comes. Okay. Yeah, I get these little waves, Aquarius. Like this is part of your energy is calm. This is one of your calm moments. This is what I mean. This is one of your calm moments. And I think this is what the Creator wants you to focus on, because I'm seeing other moments here. I'm seeing other moments in with this one that are a little chaotic, a little hectic, a little anxiety filled, anxiety ridden. That's just what I heard, anxiety ridden. But I'm feeling the Creator wants you to focus on this part of you. This part of you, experiencing life as it comes, to get into the present moment. In Aquarius, we can only co-create from the present moment. We cannot co-create when we're standing on the traumatic emotions of our past. Because if we try to co-create from that foundation, we will only create more of the traumatic emotions of the past. You know what I'm saying? You have to, it's like, I just heard a quote. This is a quote from Ram Dass. The truth waits for eyes unclouded by longing. That's a hard quote. That's a hard quote. And that's what I mean about Buddhism and tarot. Like, sometimes the messages aren't always, how do I say this? They're not always easy, you know, because a lot of us, we experience yearnings, we experience longings, we experience all kinds of things. So absolutely, it's, yeah. So for those of you that are more there, Aquarius, for those of you that are more there, yes, you are more aligned with the present moment. You are more aligned in a dimension of calmness. I'm feeling a lot of calmness. Calm, serene. Maybe this is the calm after the storm. That's what this is. This is the calm after the storm, Aquarius. You've come through a storm. And now it's like the Creator, the natural laws of the universe are now protecting you, are now shielding you, protecting you as you recover. As you recover. I'm feeling you're recovering from a storm. Whew, all right. Okay, Creator, can we have the next card out, please? Oh, she came right out. All right, the next card out. Number 57, Unmarked Trail. Revelation. Ooh, unmarked trail and revelation. What is being revealed to Aquarius? Ooh, you know what I just heard? Apocalypse. Apocalypse. Ooh, you're in like an apocalyptic experience. An apocalypse, all apocalypse means, Aquarius, yes, They use the biblical scholars used the word apocalypse to describe the end of the age, but it's not the end of the world, for Pete's sake. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. It's the end of the age. So apocalypse, all apocalypse means is the reason why it's the end of the age is because new revelations come in and changes our perception of our current time, changes our perceptions of the situations we're in, changes our perceptions of the dynamics that are supporting the situations we're in, changes our perceptions of our own relationship to ourself, our perceptions of ourself. Like everything changes. Everything changes. And that is with revelation. So you're going through you're coming out of or going through an apocalyptic ending that is revealing to you who you are. Oh, I've just heard who you've been versus who you are. And this is, I think, has to do with the storm you're coming out of, Aquarius. I feel like this is the storm you're coming out of. And you're going onto an unmarked trail now because you can't go back. That's what these high walls are about. You can't go back. You can't go back. There's only one way forward. I mean, you could go back, but it would be to your own detriment. It would be to your detriment, and that's why these high walls are up. They're almost like blinders on a horse that is protecting your perspective from anything else around you. The Creator wants you focused on your own recovery, on your own healing. You're not to be looking at anybody else, on anyone else's path. You're not to be looking in anyone else's boat or at anyone else's journeys. You're not to be comparing yourself to anybody. When Aquarius is the group mind, so of course, the hardest part of Aquarius, that's why Leo is Aquarius's detriment, because Leo is the individual. The individual is indivisible. And to Leo to be into Aquarius is Leo's detriment, because Leo is the individual. Leo is the sovereign individual, governed by the sun, represented as Christ. Christ was the sovereign individual. It had nothing to do with religion. Okay, it was people that came along and made it religious. And then they missed out on the truth. Anyway, so Aquarius is the group mind. So Aquarius, you are going through a process of being individualized. And that's why it's been such a storm. That's why it's been such a storm. Because Aquarius, most times we see ourselves when our eyes open up to ourselves and they begin to open, and we begin to lay hold of our lives and to perceive our lives and to see our lives and to see what we've been entertaining, what we've plugged into, who we've been. Okay, thank you, Creator. I was like, oh no, it's gone. Okay, here it is. That process, in order for us to truly see ourselves, we will first see ourselves through our shadow. When I've met, and I've made this mistake myself, perceiving myself first through my shadow, meaning through my pain, through my trauma. So my first perceivance of myself is that I'm a victim. Great. And many people stop there, and that's no, don't stop there. Keep going, keep going, keep unpeeling the layers. That's the victim part of yourself you experience from all of your experiences that has happened to you. Is just one of the layers. It's not who you are. It's just one of the garments. And you got to, and it's been a, for many people, it's been a comfortable garment that they've worn for too long. They need to let it go. They need to lay it down so they can encounter who they truly are. And oftentimes the soul will bring in experiences that will help them do that. Okay, so you're going into an unmarked trail. You are having a revelation. I'm feeling that this is about you. I think it's about you and about the world, your relationship to the world. Okay. We have the last card, please, Creator. Oh, dances on one foot, balancing act. Dances on one foot, balancing act. Oh, I'm just hearing. What do you mean by that, Creator? What do you mean? Aquarius, you are being channeled into the birth canal. The Creator is telling me, your guides, your spirit guides, your higher self is telling me that the way forward for you, always forward, for a specific set of Aquariuses that are meant to hear this message. Most of the ways forward for you are shut, except for going through the eye of the needle. This is like an eye of the needle. This is a narrow path that you are meant to be going on. And even the future energies are pointing into the present time. Dances on one foot, balancing act. You've never been here before, Aquarius. You've never been here before. Oh. I recommend you listen to yesterday's reading of the collective reading. In the reading yesterday, I talked about the sacrifice of the white buffalo, and that's kind of what I feel happening here. Is you're in the sacrifice of the white buffalo. I am Ojibwe, and the Lakota people, and I'm not sure even if it's the Navajo, maybe not the Navajo, but I know for sure the Lakota practiced the sacrifice of the white buffalo. And I know a white buffalo was born there in 94. This was the year that my daughter was born also. And I think again after, there's been several born after. But anyway, so the sacrifice of the white buffalo is indicative of the ending of systems. All systems end. This is imminent. This is non-negotiable. This is the way it is. And so the sacrifice of the white buffalo, it's a very humane ritual. It's a very humane ceremony where the people that are chosen have to prepare for a long time so that they are right in their own soul and spirit for this process, for this ceremony. When the people involved in the ceremony have thrown their spears into the white buffalo, and it's fallen on its side, the buffalo will enter into, once it knows it's been conquered, it will enter into what is known as the death throes, and the buffalo becomes very, very dangerous. And the people involved in the ritual have to stand back because the buffalo begins to kick and fight and thrash because it recognizes it's recognizing its own death, and it is fighting against it. And then, of course, when the fight is been fought out of it and it's exhausted and it can just surrender to its death, that's when the people come back in close and they sit with the buffalo and they cry with it and they weep with it and they honor the closing time. Yes, you are entering into a closing time, Aquarius, of an age of your life. A season of your life is coming to a close. Um, a, uh, a season of your identity, a season of your relationship to yourself. A new season is coming in, Aquarius. The creator and the cosmos, your higher soul, is bringing in a new season. And this is why the way forward around you has been shut. The way forward has also been shut. This is the creator wants you going through the eye of the needle, through the unmarked trail. And Aquarius, this is going to require you to trust yourself. And oftentimes, Aquarius's first experience of themselves will be through the group mind. And that's it. That's all of our experience of ourselves. We don't see ourselves. We understand ourselves through the eyes of others. And the creator is asking you, this is a symbiotic, okay, I'm getting little shamanic burps here now. This is a symbiotic experience because the creator is asking you to see yourself through the eyes of others. How have you impacted others? How have you impacted others? Have you been a good friend? Have you been nurturing? Have you created messes that other people have had to clean up after you? Like what kind of footprint are you leaving behind? What kind of track are you leaving behind you? How have you impacted the people around you? Have you helped people? Have you been nurturing and empowering? Have you been competitive? What has been your experience? And that is because the creator is asking you to take an account for yourself and to enter into a relationship with you. Yes. Okay, what's on the bottom of the deck? The wall, obstacles. Oh, Aquarius, the wall, obstacles. Okay, don't let this card alarm you, Aquarius, okay? As Lao Tzu said, obstacles do not block the way, they are the way. Mary O'Malley said it this way: what's in the way is the way. Okay? So the truth is what is. Falsehood is what seems to be. And oftentimes what seems to be is we just end up in our destiny. We just end up there. No, that's wrong. That's false. That is absolutely not true. When you find yourself on your destiny, it's going to cost you your allegiance and your loyalty to the group mind. Aquarius, you will always be part of a group. But the point is to be in the group, but not of the group. And that's when you do the daunting work of pulling your spirit back into yourself while in the group. This is one of the first. This is like a process of rebirth. This is the process of individuation. It requires you listening to a voice within yourself that doesn't make sense to the people around you. You were leaving the tribal mind. That's what I feel. You were leaving the group mind and entering into your own sovereignty. And that is a process, but that requires, I don't know if you've ever heard of the 12-step program with Alcoholics Anonymous, but they do a 12-step program where in one of those steps, and I know many people who have taken the 12 steps that weren't even alcoholics because of the therapeutic process that the 12-step program offers. And one of the steps is making amends with others, making amends first with yourself through how you represented yourself, and making amends to others. And that's one of the vital and critical steps of rehabilitating our selves from an identity that was pretty much collective. It wasn't your own identity. It was an identity that was plugged into everybody else. It surely wasn't plugged into you. It was plugged into your mother and your friends and their opinions of you and how they esteem you and how they see you. Yeah. When you make other people your home, that can be a very, very dangerous. It can be very, very dangerous. And I'm hearing what used to work will no longer work, Aquarius. What used to work will no longer work. What used to work will no longer work. And I think you've been finding this. I think you've been coming up against this again and again. This is one of the obstacles. This is one of the obstacles. What used to work will no longer work. And you find yourself banging up against a wall that never used to be there. That wall never used to be there, and now it's there. Now it's there. Because the Creator... Whoa. Am I taking all of these? Yes. Okay. Oh, just a minute here. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Your first card out is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So your Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Aquarius, you haven't felt efficient or responsible. You know, in some areas of your life, or maybe the Creator is telling you to be aware of this. In some areas of your life, you have not been managing your energy efficiently or responsibly. And this is what I mean. This is what the Creator is asking you to do, is to see yourself clearly. See yourself clearly. Because the Creator, your higher soul, your ancestors, your spirit guides, whoever is wanting to bring you into higher lands. Look at the pyramids. Pyramids are always indicative of higher lands, higher dimensions of consciousness within us. And it's time. It's time, Aquarius. It's time. You are being called. Your soul is calling you home, Aquarius. With that call came the entrance into temperance, the onset and initiation of sitting in your emotions. If you haven't yet done this, the Creator is asking you to, or was asking you to. This is in your past energies. To sit in your emotions and to lay hold of your illusions. Lay hold of your illusions until you have authority over them. Till you, not so that they have authority over you, but that you have authority over them. When Buddha said that life is an illusion, it doesn't mean that we can walk through walls and walk off buildings and walk into air. No. That means that life has no power over you. The fact that things in your life has power over you, that's what the illusion is. This is what the Creator is asking you to lay hold of. What aspects of yourself has had power over you? That is the illusion. That is the illusion. And I say that because we all have to. All of us have to come into that understanding of ourselves. And in this is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So whatever storm you have come out of, Aquarius, it can't get any worse. It's not going to get any worse. That was put into place to awaken you. I feel this reading is for specific Aquariuses that the Creator wants to hold you near. The Creator wants to bring you into the bosom, into their bosom. And I say there because he, she, the Aquarius, the Creator is androgynous. And it says, it hints to this all the way through the Bible. When God speaks to himself, he says, or he, she, it says he because it was written in the patriarch, okay? But it'll say, represent God as a he, but he will speak to himself in the terms of we, of us, okay? And that is masculine and feminine aspects of God, the androgynous. So absolutely, Aquarius, this cannot get any worse. This can't get any worse. Okay. Can we have the next cards, please, Creator? What is the next cards out for Aquarius's current energy? Why is the unmarked trail representing Aquarius's energy? 8 plus 9 is 17. 1 plus 7 is an 8, right? 5. 5 plus 7 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 9 is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. So these three cards added up, Aquarius, come to an 8. Number 56, that is a master number. That becomes an 11. An 11 broken down is a 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. Aquarius, you are going through divine initiation. When a 1 shows up, it's like you are being individualized into one being. It seems counterintuitive that it seems like the individual would be a fragment of the whole, which means they are weaker than the whole. No, that's wrong. That is incorrect and that is false. An individual is indivisible. Okay, according to Carl Jung and according to the masters, including Hermes, an individual is indivisible. The group mind, according to Carl Jung, there is nothing lower than the group mind. The group mind is not awake. The group mind is not conscious. There may be individuals in the group that are awake, but the group as a whole entity is not awake. It's unconscious. Okay, right there. Okay, just one more quick shuffle. Oh, the 8 of Cups showing itself really quick. Woof! What are you walking away from? You're walking away from something, Aquarius, or you did walk away from something. Okay, there we go. Okay, top 5 cards. The Knight of Cups. The Fool in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. The Hanged Man. And the 3 of Wands up in reverse. Okay, Aquarius, let's have a look at this. So you coming from an experience of your past where you know that you were not using your energy efficiently or responsibly. I mean, that comes with youth, right? That's the language of the youth, language of the young. But in your becoming conscious, you want to be more efficient and more responsible with your energy. This is what I feel from you. And that you want to bring yourself into the path of the heart, much more making actions on purpose, making conscious and purposeful actions, words, being more conscious of what you think, what you speak, what you do. Beautiful, Aquarius, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But you coming into new higher lands, the Creator calling you into new higher lands, you don't feel ready. I feel a lot of fear, uncertainty. I'm hearing you think it's a lot of woo-woo. Yeah, interesting. I'm hearing your soul's got to reel you in, and there's excess line. That's what I'm hearing. Is your soul's got to reel in the excess line. I don't know what that means, but your soul is reeling you in, Aquarius. Your soul is reeling you in. So yeah, this is on the horizon. This is coming in. It's reeling you in. You know, you going into temperance, laying hold of your emotions, seeing yourself clearly. And yeah, this is not an easy process, Aquarius. Laying hold of ourselves and being conscious of ourselves and what we have been entertaining, what we've allowed, what we've been complicit to, that has been harmful to us, that has sabotaged us and others. That is not an easy process. It is a grueling process, a very grueling process. In fact, I recommend, Aquarius, if you don't have this already or haven't heard of this already, you know, I'm just going to share my experience really quick. You know, I went through a near-death experience, and in coming out of this, like it was playtime's over. That's just what I heard. That was from my own higher soul. Playtime's over. Enough of your bullshit, Joanne. You know, and I went to I had been gifted the book Sacred Contracts by Caroline Myss, and it took me over 2 years to get through this book of having interviews with my own archetypes. But I tell you, Aquarius, I was never the same. I was never the same. I was never the same. You get to see all your bullshit, all your games, all your lies, all your manipulative tactics in order to get what you want without having to take the risk of telling the truth, and how much energy that expends in you instead of just telling the truth. Just tell the truth. And that's what I feel, is you're wanting to be more efficient with your energy, just telling the truth. And that requires laying hold of what is eluding you, where your illusions are, what you're believing into, the models the models of life. No, I have to do it this way. Why this way? I don't know, because my mom did it, my dad did it, whoever did it. Okay, well, there's a whole infinite choices of other ways to do this from. It doesn't just have to be this one way. And that's what I mean. You're being sort of bullied by an inner voice that's pointing you to the models you're supposed to be loyal to, and this is what you need to go up against. Aquarius needs to develop Aquarius's own way. Not believing what mom or dad said or who said or he, she, they, whoever. What does Aquarius say? What does Aquarius think about this? How does Aquarius feel about this? Never mind what anyone else feels about this. This is some of the hardest work you will ever come into, Aquarius, is the individuation process, because it requires you to form a loyalty and allegiance to yourself, and it'll feel unnatural because you've had such a loyalty and allegiance to the group around you, even when they didn't necessarily have your back. What does that mean? What does that say? No more of that. No more. No more. Okay, so with you going up against your illusions in the past, this is bringing you, like, you're struggling through this temperance, but you're in it. And I commend you, Aquarius. I commend you. You're in the crucible. You're in the crucible. Good for you, Aquarius. I commend you on this. This is not easy work. This is not easy work. The Creator is with you. The Creator is with you. Your ancestors are with you. And it can't get any worse. It's just my coffee pot turning off. It can't get any worse than where it is right now. How you feel. But yet, and you're wanting to go. You're wanting to go. You're wanting to go forward. And yet, you're also hesitant. You're also hesitant. Oh, that's understandable, Aquarius. That's totally understandable. Oh, on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. And I normally don't leave the deck upright like that. I usually, okay, so Creator wanted me to see that. So no more deceiving yourself, Aquarius. Like, it's, the Creator is asking you, or to let anybody else deceive you either. The Creator wants you to see the ways you've deceived yourself. There is no greater form of betrayal than that of self-betrayal. There is no greater form of deception than that of self-deception. It's the things we do to ourselves. Never mind what somebody else does to us. It's what we do to ourselves. That's the hardest part to see. That's the hardest part to lay hold of. Am I taking those? Yep. Okay. Okay. There's only 3 here, and I may pull some more. So the King of Pentacles is in reverse, Aquarius, for your future at this time. So the future way is closed off to you because you're going through, like, holy smoke, Aquarius. I don't think I've ever seen this before, where you're going through the birth canal. And I'm hearing and I'm feeling that you and the Creator have agreed to this. You and the Creator have agreed to this. And that's why the Creator's like, no, I'm not negotiating on this, and I'm not going backwards on this. You are definitely going through the unmarked trail. I see this almost as like the eye of the needle. So your energetic finances and the security of your future is I'm hearing put on hold. It's put on hold until you can. It's just not to be like, the Creator's just taking that off the table at this point. Everything's okay. You are protected. You are encompassed by the Creator. But you can't focus on your outward life. You need to be focusing on your inward life. That's where true energetic finances come from, Aquarius, not from laying hold of the world out there, but it's laying hold of what's inside, in here, within us, within you, inside of you. What are you spending your energetic financing on? You know, every dollar we spend, Aquarius, in the outside world sends a message. It sends a message to the manufacturer. You know, say we keep all buying plastic. Everybody that keeps buying plastic, even though they're not recycling it in Canada. Really, Canada's doing our part by shipping it overseas, but it's not being recycled now, as it's been exposed now. So every dollar we spend on that tells the plastic company to keep on producing plastic. We're still being supported. We're still being supported. Keep on producing plastic. Like, this is what I mean. So you spending money, and that's just like an example, and that's not to shame anybody about buying plastic. We all got to do what we all have to do, okay? It's just the way it is at this point, especially now. But for energetically, you putting your energy into certain things that may be polluting your own internal system. Maybe like sugar, like, you know, maybe like violent content or certain kind of movies or whatever, you know, like could be like bad movies or violent movies or, you know, darker content, you know, things like that could, you know, it's not to say we always like stay in the light, because there has to be balance too. So everything in balance is a good thing. Everything in excess isn't. Okay, so that's what is being. It's almost like the creator is taking your purse, taking your wallet, holding on. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the creator taking your wallet and saying, I'll hold on to this for now. You need to just focus on you. I'll hold your money. You know, the creator is like, oh, that's just it. I love that. That's beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Yes, because you're going up against a fixed energy, and this is your own Aquarius. You are a fixed energy, my dear. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, those are the 4 fixed signs. So you yourself, Aquarius, is a fixed energy. And you are going up against a fixed energy. Where you are at the end. You are at the end of a contract. You are at the end of a cycle. You're at the end of a contract. And this has been a huge cycle. Like, I'm hearing over a decade. And that's why it's so hard to break. Well over a decade, possibly 2 decades, maybe even 3. And the High Priestess, the 3rd card out is the High Priestess. So yes, you going into higher lands, the creator wanting you to go into higher lands. And I love this, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, you wanting to expend your energy in a more efficient and responsible way. The creator asking you, calling into your heart and saying, I'm going to hold your finances and take your money for now. I'm just going to hold on to it while you learn to get the balance of your heart, to stand within your heart. So this puts you into beginning the process of a higher dimension into yourself. But it's hard. You're feeling resistance because you're going up against a fixed energy in yourself, and that is to be expected. Going up against this fixed energy requires you to see it and to sit in it, to get to know the balance of it, to get to know the balance, to understand the anxiety within it, to understand the pain in it, the absence of balance, the absence of victory, the absence of determination. All of these things you have to lay hold of. You can't look to the world to shape your life anymore, Aquarius. It is now time for you to shape your own life. And that requires you going up against the high priestess energy in you. You know, Boaz and Yakin, the high priestess employs both elements, the light and the dark aspects of herself. She understands duality and unity, both. She lives from both places. Yeah, she lives from both places, but you're not yet trusting of this part of yourself yet, Aquarius. Or maybe this is somebody else in your life. Maybe this is somebody else in your life who you're not quite trusting yet. Okay, can we have a couple more cards, Creator? Came out. Yeah, it's that I think it's because you have a lack of understanding, Aquarius. It's just a lack of understanding. You know, I think that and that'll come with time. That'll come with time. That'll come the more you stand in your own fixed energy and get to know yourself, the more you sit in these energies and allow them to temper you, the more balanced you will become and the more understanding you will develop. Okay. Yes, okay. And the more balance you have, the more consciousness will come in. The more balance you have. And look at the tall hat. Look at his tall hat. It's like an antenna going into the higher dimensions. This is what the Creator wants you focused on. This is what your higher soul wants you focused on, is on the higher dimensions of your own consciousness. I'm hearing you've hit sort of a bottom, Aquarius, or you've gone up against a crisis or hit a bottom, or something's happened that you've gone through like an abrupt awakening of some kind. I don't know what's happened, but I'm feeling this very, very much. Maybe this is the wall, the obstacle that is designed specifically for you. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, Creator, can we please have a last final card, a Native American Oracle card for Aquarius's instruction? What do you want Aquarius to do with this information now that we have pulled the secrets from the cards, Creator? What do you want Aquarius to do with this information? What is Aquarius's instruction? Whoa, too much. Holy Aquarius, the cards have just been so explosive with you. My dears. Lots of energy. You got lots of energy. That's good. Lots of energy. Yeah, it's like you're in a particle accelerator. A particle collider. It's like particles are colliding within a particle accelerator. That's what I'm hearing. It's like a nuclear energy is being released into your life. And this is the energy of God. This is the energy of your own soul. This is the energy of your own soul. Yes, this is the energy of the soul, your soul. This is appointed. This is appointed for this time. You were right on time, Aquarius. You were right on time. You know, awakenings come, and they don't just come with like a piece of mail on a silver platter. Oh, here you go. Here's your like awakening. Here's your wake up call. Like you're in some 5-star hotel. Like, no, 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 no. When awakenings come, it's a rude awakening. It's like it comes in the forms usually that are the less desirable. Okay. I'm just saying, ask anybody. Ask anybody. They're not going to say, oh yeah, I won the lottery and I woke up. Like, no, no, I don't. Maybe that does happen. Maybe that has happened. People won the lottery and they woke up. Maybe that has happened and they became more conscious of themselves. I really want to believe that. But what about the lower dimensions? When do they get their time in the light? And this is what is happening. Is your lower dimensions are being called forth and into the light. Okay, the dance is on one foot, the balancing act. The Creator just gave me a message for you. The reason why you're doing a balancing act is because you cannot complete this step forward because it's out of alignment to you. It's out of alignment, even though, you know, most of us think we live our lives in a linear fashion, but we don't. It's cyclical. It's dimensional. It's dimensional more than anything else. It's dimensional. So that's what you are being initiated into, is into a dimensional experience, a dimensional initiation. Aquarius, you know, the group mind as a whole has forgotten the value of divine initiation. The world has forgotten that because of cable TV, because of the internet, because of the overwhelming perception of convenience. It's so true. And whether some of who I'm speaking to have not forgotten it, and this is being welcomed into you are welcoming this into your life, or this is a reintegration. Spirit is reintegrating this into your life. Because no, you did ask for this. Even if you don't remember asking for this, you did ask for this, Aquarius. Absolutely. You did ask for this. Yeah, when we're the group mind, sometimes it's hard to hear the subtle energies within us of our own individual soul. Okay. The Native American Oracle card. Ooh, 15, the Divine Rogue. The Divine Rogue. 15, beautiful. The Divine Rogue. This card means contrast. The rogue is the anti-hero, the transgressor, the rebel. Oh, Aquarius, this is so you. Who mocks and overturns social norms. Through swindles, fraud, and jokes, this trickster brings valuable teachings about the nature of opposites. He brings us into situations of exaggerated hunger, unbridled sexual yearnings, and unlimited wandering, teaching us the dangers and benefits of impulsive behavior. The masks represent the bad brother, the sun at dusk, and the dead who are exorcised by reproducing their features. By reproducing and imprisoning these energies, we can better understand, control, and redistribute them for the good of all. The message in this card: always remember to look at the other side of things. There are two sides to every story, and benefits and risks in everything. The key words: contrast, jokes, tricks, twists, impulsive actions, excess, wisdom through understanding, and unexpected results. The time this card speaks of is summer. Okay, Aquarius. So what did I say earlier? You're going through the group mind. You're going through awakening. The Creator is asking you to see how you've represented yourself. So the instruction of this card and your instruction to go forward is just to continue your process of self-reflection, but do it gently, gentle. Don't beat up on yourself, Aquarius. Do this gently, tenderly. Even ask your guides and the Creator for extra compassion, extra self-compassion, extra self-patience, self-love, because you're going into perceptions of yourself that can be difficult. That's why I say when you enter into tarot, it's like entering into Buddhism. You don't just enter into that unless you know yourself. Unless you really want to know yourself and you want to, we all have to endure the tumult of Buddhism. All of us do. When we first enter into it, it's tumultuous. But it doesn't stay that way, okay? Alrighty, Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I'm going to leave this here. I'm not going to do an extended reading. I just don't feel called to do extended readings at this time. I think this is quite enough. This is enough. Beautiful reading, Aquarius, and I wish you all the luck and all the best to you as you press forward onto your journey into yourself and into more of a deeper and enriched experience of the present moment, of your present moment. All right, Aquarius, I love you all so very much. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you a part of the family. If you are returning, thank you. My channel is becoming what it is because of you. And yes, oh my gosh, I forgot to announce at the start of the reading, I will be doing medicine at this will be winter solstice reading. And I think I'm going to have to do it on Friday night. I'm sorry, like 10 to midnight. So it'll be the 22nd, December 22nd at 11:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I will announce that on my YouTube channel and on TikTok and on Instagram. Alrighty, you guys, you take care. You have a beautiful day, and I look forward to our next reading together. Alrighty, you guys have an awesome day. Bye.